You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is up, and welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I'm your host, dini-mussolini, and it is prime time, baby. There's over 36,000 of you guys on the phone lines, in the chat room, using Google Hangout, Skype, even the browser, all the plugins that I use to run these live episodes. You guys are filling them up, and I appreciate that greatly. So we have a very special guest for this final episode of tonight, so stick around. Today, we'll proceed right along no matter what you do. You can't stop the day from happening. You can't hold on to it. What you can do is use it for all of its worth. You can choose to put forth the absolute minimum effort necessary to make it through this day, and you will indeed make it through the day. Trouble is, tomorrow you'll end up right back where you started, with the need to make it through another day. Instead, use today for all of its worth. Make the effort to make some real progress. You know what needs to be done. You know what you want to accomplish. Now is the time to do it. Instead of making it through, focus on making it happen. Think of one little thing you can do today that will improve all of your tomorrows, and then do it. Surely you have the time and energy for one little improvement. Think of the difference it will make. When you're already moving sideways, it doesn't take that much more effort to change your direction to forward. Today is here, right now, guys. You gotta use it. Take that from me, dini-mussolini, and that is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello, and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or Inside the Book, Inside the Business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos, crystalline, or starseeds, or for my Vigilantes audience family, and 2 times for my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 4 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens. Or people think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. And that's V as in Victor. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Text that number to your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be right here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. Feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much and we take up the entire hour. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/onlyonemediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, or any app from the Google Play or iTunes store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we ever aired.
All right, guys, tonight's interview is the Malik Mustafa interview, and again, I'm your host, Dini-Mussolini. Our interviews go beyond the music, the books, the magazines, the movies, the products, and even sometimes the ego. We go into the minds of artists, bands, CEOs, people in general who create these, marvelous aspiration. From researching our guests, mining for details, and watching, reading, or listening to everything we can, our interviews are designed to bring out the best answers possible through provoking questions that have real substance. So with that, let's welcome Malik to our show. Hey, man, you're now live in the midst with all of us. How's it going?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, you got it. First of all, did I get your last name correct? Is it Mustafa?
Mustafa, Malik Mustafa, man. That's my right name, my government name, so I figure, I just keep it like that. Keep it my artist name.
Yeah, was that like a important decision for you, or was you known by something else before that?
No. I mean, it's important in the sense that it actually has meaning behind it. My name is Arabic, Malik meaning king, and then Mustafa meaning the chosen one. So, why try to find something when your name already says it all?
Most definitely, yeah. Shout out to your parents.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Most definitely. So, man, flat out, as straight up as it gets, what's important to you when it comes to music?
Man, getting my message across, no matter whatever type of song I'm doing. I got so much creativity when it comes to music, so what's important to me is just getting the message, getting the point across with whatever piece of work I'm working on, man. I just want people to hear it, I hate making music and I just got it cooped up in the bag and I can't get it out. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, what's important for me, man, is trying to get the music into the people's hands, into their ears.
Most definitely. So where does the support and encouragement and love come from for your music by others?
First and foremost, I say my main support system is just my family, man, my close friends. I don't really let, too many people close to me, so the ones that I do hold close to me, they real genuine people, as far as like my father, my older brother, man. People who I'm not even related to, but like I said, when I hold somebody close to me, I really consider them family. So it's my support system, like I said, is those close to me, man.
Why don't you let people get close to you? I mean, why do you have like a select few in your circle?
It's because I know how people are. When you done been through certain situations and you let people close to you who you thought, was going to care for you. Mm-hmm. And then it turn around, they not who you thought they were or not who they portrayed themselves to be. So to prevent that hurt, I just try to stick with the few that I know solid.
Most definitely. Okay. So Labor Day is coming up, man. Any performance plans? Anything planned?
Not at the moment, man. My my next plan right now I'm working on is doing the music video to this single Intermission, that I just released. So that's gonna be, I guess, the next biggest thing for me right now, just getting this music video out the way.
Most definitely. All right. Of your your true persona, which is you know, Malik. I don't want to get the name wrong. Is Mustafa?
Yeah, that's perfect, man. That's perfect. You got it.
Mustafa, gotcha. All right, so tell me like the origin story. Like, where did it all start for you musically?
Man, first time I picked up a pen, wrote some rhyming words down, I probably was 12 years old, man. I'm 23 right now, but I was 12 years old, man, 6th grade. And I mean, my story is kind of unique because I performed in a talent show that originally I wasn't supposed to perform at. Me and a couple guys got together and, you know, figured, let's just do it for the fun. But that same day, got in trouble, man. I've always been mischievous, so I got in trouble and wasn't supposed to perform, but my teacher, she let me slide. And to this day, I think if it wasn't for her letting me perform for those few couple of minutes, I probably wouldn't have gotten this far in my career. Music probably wouldn't even have been an option or something that I wanted to pursue if it wasn't for her, man. She don't even know it, but something that simple made a big decision, big impact in my life.
Yeah. Wow. So this teacher letting you perform in a show that you weren't even supposed to perform in, I read it was because of behavior. Yeah, I got in trouble previously. And she kind of,
I can't even remember,
man. In there.
Yeah, I mean, behavior, something petty, something simple, I'm sure. Whatever I did, being at that age, 12 years old. But yeah, like I said, man, my punishment was not being able to perform, but she let me slide because it was a group thing. So, yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Like I said, it's a simple gesture of her, but it really did, cause a big impact on my life right now.
Most definitely. So that kind of set the tone for what you're doing today, man. That's what's up.
Right.
So would it be fair to say that Intermission would be your best song to date?
I would say so. And the reason I would say so is because, they say like your latest work is your greatest work. So it's the most recent song that I've released, and every time I do a song or I release a song, my goal is for it to be better than the previous song. So, man, I say so. Now, that's not to, cut short any other music that I've released, but it's pretty great, man. It's creative. It's up-tempo, pop, hip-hop at the same time, and I feel like it's just the positive vibes that a lot of people should gravitate towards.
Yeah. Now, I assume that you are a fan of the arts like I am, and sometimes we have that favorite artist who was like perfect during, some golden years of their career, and kind of like the new things they release don't really hold weight.
Right.
I could think of a few, like even Lil Wayne is just one of my favorites. Nas, like 10 years ago, they were putting out the best stuff they could ever release. Nas even way before 10 years, but you listen to the stuff they do nowadays and you're scratching your head like, man.
Right.
So sometimes like your latest song isn't your best. And, for Drake, it works that way. Like he keeps going up and up and up. Like I haven't heard anything that's like subpar. Well, actually, I take that back.
Right.
I think the last album he did that's great. that views mess. But that's neither here or there. We won't get into that. We'll get a bunch of hate mail, but it's okay. So what's your opinion on that, though, man, when like your musical heroes kind of let you down when their next song isn't their best song?
I think, man, it's just the music industry in general. I feel like it's saturated with a lot of, hate to say it, in my opinion, a lot of garbage. But as you say, we're not going to get into that. I don't want no hate mail in my mailbox, but it's just my opinion, and people who really appreciate music, people who really appreciate creativity and the craftsmanship that the artists used to put into their music, even a short time ago, like you said, 10 years ago, some of Lil Wayne's best work from, the Carter 2, Carter 3, was much better than, some of this music that he's putting out now. But in his opinion, I'm pretty sure he'd say, he putting out great music right now. And, who am I to knock that artist's belief? But like you said, man, I feel like, in my opinion, there is a difference from the music that is being released now versus music from years ago. I preferably prefer the music from years ago, and that's really what I listen to get my creativity and my inspiration for my music.
Same here. So, are you still in Arkansas?
Yeah, that's where I live right now, man. I've really been all over. I'm originally from Arkansas, but I grew up in Atlanta from I was 4 years old. I grew up in Atlanta. When I was 16, I moved overseas in the Caribbean to St. Kitts, and I finished my last 2 years of high school in St. Kitts, and that's really where I started to develop my career as well, man. They embraced me, opened their arms. Their music industry really supported me, and I did my first major show over there. I performed in 2016 on the show that 50 Cent performed on. So
nice. Love 50 Cent. That's dope. So you kind of do a blend of maybe 3 or 4 genres. How much room is it for your music style and genre where you live at in Arkansas?
What you mean as far as what type of music I do here in this environment?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm really trying to break through, man. Arkansas, for anybody that knows Little Rock, Arkansas, anybody who really knows the history of Little Rock, I think in 2014, Little Rock was rated the #1 crime city in the U.S. So,
wow,
it's not a pretty state or what would you call it? It's not like a Hollywood or California. It's not somewhere everybody gravitates to go like Atlanta. It's really full of pain, full of struggle and poverty. So a lot of the music that we grew up on here in Little Rock is more down south, like Texas music, or Louisiana, like Boosie or Zero. Any down south artist that you may know. But it's hard in a way because my music isn't that. My music, for people that really follow me, they'll see my music is lyrical, popish at the same time. It's more mainstream. But I'm just trying to break through in my city. I'm trying to show them we could be creative. You don't got to be hard all the time. It's nothing wrong with pop music, or it's nothing wrong with R&B.
Yeah, totally. I agree. So much aggression nowadays, and sometimes we got to mellow that out with some good times, some good songs, some man. Or at least try to blend it in. If my music personally, I don't talk about I'm killing people and I do this and sell that. If I do mention that, it's talking about let's not do this. Let me find a better way so I don't got to do this. Yeah. I love that. So, how is Arkansas as far as music goes? Are you finding a lot of opportunities for growth there, or do you have your sights set on another location?
Man, I got my sights set on the world, to be honest.
Love it.
And I can't knock Arkansas because, like I said, it's Little Rock. It's my city, and it's my home. But as far as heights, I think I can go much further than just Little Rock. I make songs intentionally. Sometimes when I write a song, I sit down and I think, where do I want this to be played at? And I'd intentionally say, okay, how can I get this to the UK market, or how can I get this to the Caribbean market?
Most definitely. What has been some of the most challenging aspects of your music career so far?
I would say the most challenging would probably be actually getting the music out there, because so many people, and you think it should be easy because everybody doing it nowadays. And, you look left, you look right, you send a new artist every day. Somebody on World start getting millions of views that you never heard. You think it'd be easy, but for people that's actually doing music, people actually trying to get into the industry, it's not as easy as it looks. So I say the biggest challenge for me is just trying to get the music out there.
Most definitely. All right. So a lot of indie artists make up my audience here at Vigilantes Radio. So what advice can you give the people that are just starting out on their own musical path?
Man, I feel like best advice I can give is something that I'm working on right now, man, trying to understand the music business and not, just write music, really understand how it works, understand the different percentages you get off these different streaming sites, and understand if you working with managers and PR companies and these different entities, understand what percentages you get, what percentages they get, what jobs they supposed to do and what's not. So that's what I'm working on right now, man. I'm trying to be a one-man band, but at the same time, just trying to understand it all so I could be a better artist myself.
Yeah. And it gets hard. The journey gets hard, man, when you're a one-man band.
Yeah, it gets hard, man. But that's just the beginning, as you grow and people start to see your potential and people start to notice and they say, man, this dude got something. They'll try to chime in and they'll step in and want to, help you grow. So it is in the beginning. But if you could, stay strong and have the perseverance to see it through, it'll be worth it in the end, man.
Yeah. Tell them about some of the things that you've had to sacrifice in pursuit of your dreams here.
Time, people. When I say time, I mean, you got to sacrifice the time that you may want to do this over here, or you may want to do something else not pertaining to music, but what you have to do in order to get to a certain level with your music. You got to sacrifice certain time that you couldn't spend on certain things. And then people, like I said, in the beginning, when you realize certain people not really for you, certain people, they just wear a mask and they pretend that they, got your best interests at heart, you find out they don't. You got to sacrifice those people. You got to push them to the side and say, man, you're not beneficial for me. So sacrifice people, man. You sacrifice a lot. But like I said, at the end of the day, if you can make it through, it's worth it. All the sacrifices, it's worth it.
Most definitely. So what about some of the rewards that come from pursuing your dreams that these listeners need to know about?
People, the reward is internal. It's whatever you striving for. If you win it for the money, you want $1 million, you keep pushing and you'll get that, and that's your reward. If you in it for the creativity, you love doing music and you just want people to hear it. You looking at your streaming sites and you see you got 1 million, 2 million streams. Or your video on YouTube got 10 million views. That recognition is your reward, that acknowledgement. People starting to notice you. It's your reward, So I feel like a reward is internal, but it's a lot, man. Whatever you achieve for, whatever you strive for, once you achieve it, that's your reward.
All right, guys, are y'all ready for some music? Because I am. We have Malik Mustafa with this song, Intermission. We'll be right back.
Oh, you thinking that you poppin' and you won't miss me. And you thinking all that makeup could make a difference. Girl, I'm through with all the talking cause you don't listen. Guess it's time for a break, baby, intermission. Oh, you thinking that you poppin' and you won't miss me. And you thinking all that makeup could make a difference. Girl, I'm through with all the talking cause you don't listen. Guess it's time for a break, baby, intermission. Look, don't ask me what's my view on love, because it varies. See, relationships are just like death. The thought of it is scary, and this story is a tale to tell. To me, it's not a fairy. When I'm chasing you, to you, it's cute. To me, it's Tom and Jerry. I'm allergic to your bullshit. I need some antihistamine. And you smoking like nicotine, but you too small-minded. And I'm moving on to bigger things. You're just a small nightmare, and baby, I got bigger dreams. Oh, you thinking that you poppin' and you won't miss me. And you thinking all that makeup could make a difference. Girl, I'm through with all the talking, cause you don't listen. Guess it's time for a break, baby, intermission. Oh, you thinking that you poppin' and you won't miss me. And you thinking all that makeup could make a difference. Girl, I'm through with all the talking, cause you don't listen. Guess it's time for a break. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Look, I knew this girl in junior high who caught my eye, but feelings are just like time. You know they both go by overtime like fourth quarter. I was trying to be your player or Luke Skywalker, but you treated me like Darth Vader, and my feelings at the time were intertwined at my hip and spine. I would've broke my back for you, but I'm moving forward and I swear I won't come back for you. They say love is priceless, but I would've paid that tax for you or anything you asked me to. Call me Houdini, I was trying to make it magical. I was trying to act the part, but you acted irrational. I wasn't your type, so leaving is something you had to do, but just like accidents, I understand and I ain't mad at you. Silly me, caught me unexpected like a hidden fee. Call it blind luck, cause you just something that I didn't see. Coming just like Scooby, I was trying to solve your mystery. Now missing me gon' be your misery. Oh, you thinking that you poppin' and you won't miss me. And you thinking all that makeup could make a difference. Girl, I'm through with all the talking, cause you don't listen. Guess it's time for a break, baby, intermission. Oh, you thinking that you poppin' and you won't miss me. And you thinking all that makeup could make a difference. Girl, I'm through with all the talking, cause you don't listen. Guess it's time for a break, baby, intermission.
All right, guys, and we are back again. That was Malik Mustafa with his song Intermission. Yo, the lyrics, I mean, the delivery, oh man, the style, man. Yo, I absolutely love that. The way he executed the delivery, man, the lyrics were on point. Great story. Wow, definitely love it. So, as you know, things change. You know, every moment is different from the last one. Do things change for the better or for the worse? Well, that depends. That depends entirely on you. Change is neutral. It's either or neither good or bad. You know, it is simply necessary. If things did not change, nothing would ever happen. Change is the way you get from one point to another. It is fundamental to life itself. Think of all the processes of change going on right now in your body, which serve to keep you alive from moment to moment. When things are going along great, something will change. When you're full of despair, something will change. It is the nature of your existence. Change is the way that things happen. Change does not have to stop you or limit you. In fact, change will empower you and put you forward if you let it. You cannot stop change. You must not allow it to stop you. The changes keep coming. Through them, you can learn, grow, and prosper. Look for positive possibilities in every change. They're there. They'll take you where you want to go. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. But for right now, let's bring back the man of the moment, Malik. You're back live with us. One final question for you, my man. Here at the end, I like to provide what we call the open floor, and that is where you can bring up anything that I didn't ask you about that you wanted to talk about. You can rant, rave, praise, or talk about anything that you want. And be sure to shout out those websites as well.
Oh, man, appreciate that, man. I just want to, say I'm truly blessed, man. Truly, it's a humble feeling, man. I gotta stay humble. I appreciate the opportunity, to use your platform to get my music out there. Anybody that want to, check out the single Intermission, it's on all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, whatever you listen to, SoundCloud, man. Go check that out. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Malik Music, MalikMusic, man. Music with 2 C's. Facebook, man, I post a lot of my updates on there. It's Malik Mustafa. And just check me out, man. Follow the movement. Like I said, man, I appreciate you for letting me use your platform.
And we appreciate you as well, my brother. All right. Well, have a great the rest of your evening, man. We'll be watching for you, and I'm sure this won't be the last time that we hear your name.
Appreciate that, man. You enjoy your night too, man. Stay on the grind.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website, and that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to theradio@only1mediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the number one rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.